today the tips on how to give the English paper in an efficient manner. So our paper is for CBSE board English paper. It is 80 marks. It is for 3 hours. So you get 15 minutes of reading time. We want to utilize the reading time to critically read the comprehension passage. You have 2 comprehension passage in section A. Each is for 10 marks. So what is the meaning of critically reading? You read one line. Only if you understand that line, you go ahead to the next one. Otherwise, you go through the first line again. So you are reading in a very relaxed manner. You are not rushed through your passage. You are getting what the author wants to say. You are getting you're reading between the lines as well, because not all questions are direct questions. And anyway, we want to rephrase our answer. The board is not appreciating answers wherein the phrases are directly picked up from the passage and listed in your answer. So we want to write it in our own words. So you are able to accomplish that only if you have critically read your passage very well and understood the essence of what the passage is saying. Okay? You've read the passage. The first question is not an MCQ question, it's a question. So you read the question and you kind of frame your answer. I am not saying mark the answer, because you are not allowed to mark anything in your question paper. So you just frame your answer, you locate your answer. The second question is an MCQ question. How do you want to attack them best? You read the question but not the 4 options. You read the question, not the options. You've read the question, you kind of have a vague answer in your mind. After that, you look at the 4 options and see what answer is matching. If there is an answer that matches the answer that you had framed in your mind, you go with that. If not, then you see these are my 4 options. What seems the best one to me? It is going to happen in the board exam that you are going to have 4 options and all 4 of them are looking correct. What do we do in a case like this? We don't not attempt that question. We have to attempt the entire paper. You choose that option which seems like the best answer. If all you may, you can think on the lines of what will be the answer in the solution set of what the examiner has to check. Because my answer should match that. That is my scoring proposition. Okay, so you are covering both your passages, 20 marks in your pocket. After that, we are moving to question number 3. Question number 3 is a grammar question, wherein 12 questions are given and they say attempt any 10. We are not going to read these questions in the reading time because it is grammar. Grammar is best answered impromptu, spontaneously. So we are not going to read question 3, we will skip through and go to question number 4. Question number 4 is your letter writing. For your 10th standard CBSE, you have 5 types of letter. You have all the formats in your mind. You are clear about that. But when you read the 2 questions, because we are going to utilize the reading time in choosing which letter I am going to do. So now how are you going to choose? When you read the 2 questions, you will see that one of the questions rings a bell for you. Either you have done something similar to that as an analytical paragraph, or you heard some news, or your friend was talking about something, or the chapter that you have done, it relates to that. So the topic that relates to you, you pick up that because you will have maximum points for that. In the letter, you are writing your 3 lines of from address, then you are leaving a line. Then you are writing your date, which has a perfect format of 24 February 2023, no commas, no apostrophes. Then you leave a line. Then again you have a 3-line address, wherein you are writing the post. It may be the manager if it's you're placing an order. It may be the editor if it's the letter to the editor. The second line is going to be the organization, name of the organization. If you are placing an order for books, then it will be something like Janta Books and Stationery Shop. If it's a letter to the editor, it will be like a Times of India. In the questions, when they say write a letter to the editor of a national daily is not like Times of India or Hindustan Times. National daily is a concept. That means this paper is published throughout the country and it is published every day. Therefore, it's a national daily. So, national daily is not like the name of a newspaper. So, that will not come there. You write Times of India or you write Hindustan Times, whatever. And after that, the third line is going to be only the name of the city, that the editor of this newspaper belonging to this city. We are not writing the entire address even if it is given in the question paper. Fine. Then you are leaving a line, you are writing subject. You are going to physically write the word subject, no SUB, SUBJ, write the entire word, then you give 4-5 words of subject. Leave a line, no dear, no respected, you will simply write sir/madam, no comma after that, you will write your 3 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, you are introducing yourself first. I am so and so, have been residing in so and so place since the past 20 years. I have noticed this kind of thing happening, whether it is traffic, whether it is pollution, whether it is child labor. So you are mentioning the issue. First paragraph is self-introduction as well as mentioning the issue. First paragraph over, only 4 lines. After that, you are going to the new paragraph. Either you leave 2 finger space or you leave a line, but it should be clear to the examiner that the second paragraph has started. In the second paragraph, we will elaborate the issue as per whatever is given in the question. Whatever points are given in the question, all of them should be covered. And you will offer a simple single line solution. Not what the government can do, but what we can do as good citizens of the country. A simple single line solution to the problem. After that, again, you either leave a line or you give 2 finger space, you begin your third paragraph. In the third paragraph, we are only thanking the editor. The editor is not going to install traffic lights. He is not going to do anything about the child labor. He is only editor. You are thanking him and requesting him that your letter should be published in his newspaper. You are writing a letter to the editor, right? So it will be something like, I thank you immensely for going through my entire letter, giving me a patient ear. I hope that my letter impresses you enough to find a place in the in the columns of your esteemed newspaper, so that it may not only create an awareness but also stir the concerned authorities to take prompt action. ये आपका third paragraph खत्म. Then leave a line. After that, yours sincerely and XYZ. Either the name that is given in the question about the letter or XYZ. Nowhere in the entire paper will you write your real name, real school, real address, nothing. Your identity should not be revealed. Okay? Ideally, begin each question on a new page. Comprehension passage 1, new page. You finish that, then take a new page and do question number 2. New page, question number 3. Question number 3, we want to attempt all the 12 questions, because they are going to pick out the best 10. So even if question number 4 is wrong but 11 is correct, you will get your 10 out of 10. After that, question 4, we are starting on a new page, we are writing our letter. Question number 5 is analytical paragraph. Sometimes there is a choice. If there is a choice during your reading time, you will make your choice depending on where you have more points, where you can connect with the issue and write better. You will choose. If there is no choice, don't even waste your reading time in reading the question, because that we will do when we have to write it. Question number 5 over. Question number 6 is scene passage. To best attack the scene passage, you should have 10 chapters in all, totality out of the 2 textbooks, 10 chapters or poems that you are very thorough with. So when you see question 6, if you have one of the 10 chapters covered over there, you are going to make the option there. If not, then you go through the passage, go through the questions, the maximum where you know the answers, you pick and write those. Do not write all. Where you are given a choice, you make your choice. Only for question 3 we are attempting all. Otherwise, when they are asking us to do any one, we are doing any one only. We are not doing both, because English is a lengthy paper. Okay. So ये आपका question 6 हो गया. Question 7 you have to do any 3. Reading time में you choose which you are going to do. Question 8 you have to again choose, so you make your choice. Question 9, you either have a 6-mark long question or you have dialogue writing. If it's a 6-mark long question, you are going to write almost 1.5 page. You will begin as an introduction, give a brief synopsis of the chapter. It is always better to write the name of the chapter and the author, or the name of the poem as well as the poet in your introduction paragraph itself. Then you dive into the question from the second paragraph onwards. In 3 paragraphs, 4 paragraphs, you elaborate your answer. Do not write one single paragraph. One single paragraph we are writing only in analytical paragraph writing. We will give the title, 3-4 words, leave a line, single paragraph. But in our answers, literature, we will write 3-4 paragraphs. Never answer in points. This is not science, this is not social studies, that Griffin was a lawless person because of the following reasons, (mark, point number 1, point number 2, no. Whatever points you have, you split it up into paragraphs and you display it in your answer. Your presentation should be as if you are the topper of your school. Such brilliant presentation, the handwriting, leaving lines, starting on a new page. So the examiner should feel this is the topper of the school and checking the paper. So that is your 6-mark question. Now if you choose to write the dialogue writing, then 2 dialogues are ideally given to you. Do we write that in the answer? Yes. After that, we are writing 8 to 10 more dialogues to justify the 6 marks. So you will get 4 to 5 dialogues per character. The dialogue should not be half a line. It should be 1.5 to 2 lines. So if you want to say, okay, see you, don't stop there. Say, okay, see you tomorrow. Hope to meet you Monday morning. You have made it 1.5 line. Don't stop at half a line dialogue. Also, a query that is very repeatedly asked by students, when you are writing the dialogues, you maintain the personality of the character. Now what do I mean by this? Mrs. Pumphrey in the chapter that we have is a rich lady. She is an old lady. So when you are writing, dialogue writing, and you are using Mrs. Pumphrey, you do not make her a young lady or a poor lady. You maintain the personality of the character. Amanda is a teenager. You cannot make her a married woman. Amanda is someone who has difficulty in following orders. She is too independent. So you maintain the personality of the character while you are writing. The plot is definitely different because the tiger is meeting Mijbil, which did not happen in the chapters. But here we have created a situation like this. So you give your dialogues, but the personality of the character should come out. The dialogue should be such that this person is talking from this kind of a background. The examiner should come to know that you know your literature very thoroughly. In every answer you have to display that I know the name of the author. Don't simply say Valli was asked why is she travelling alone or is she accompanied by someone. The conductor of the bus asked Valli whether some adult is accompanying her. Specific. Be specific. Don't be generalized. Then again you have one more 6-mark question, which is a lengthy question. You have to write the introduction in the first paragraph and then give 3-4 paragraphs. Hope this video has been useful for you. Follow these tips. Best of luck. There is nothing to be scared about. You know your work. Just like you answered in the school, you are answering in the board exam. Best of luck.